I have tried to make this video several times, and I find it very, very hard to express my feelings on this particular case. I really don't exactly know what really to say about this. There are people who do legitimate harm to others. There are people who hurt others and do irreversible damage. Rolf Harris violated children. The Ferguson police officer killed a man on purpose. And George Zimmerman opened fire upon a child, or I believe it's Trayvon Martin, I'm not sure of his age, opened fire upon Trayvon Martin, even though a person on the end of the phone who was working for, I believe it's the government, on an emergency response team, told him not to. There are people out there who do legitimate harm to others, and they should be punished. But to say that Justin Carter is one of those people is just ridiculous. From everything I've heard, read, and seen, there is no evidence that he had any intent to do legitimate harm to anyone. There are people who have done harm to others, who have not received 8 to 10 years in prison, or at least a sentence of that. There are people out there, like for example George Zimmerman, who got away with it. I don't really understand it. This really is just a blatant abuse of power. It's like saying, oh, you made a Facebook joke. You know, it was sarcastic and everything, but go to jail. I really don't see how anyone with 2 brain cells can legitimately say that this case has any validity whatsoever. Justin Carter has not hurt or killed anyone. He has not really done anything to hurt me, to hurt my country, to hurt the United States. All he has done is write up a few lines of text. I dare say here that the people continuing this case and putting Justin Carter through this, you know, there's a lot of things about his treatment that I really like. I'm not particularly sure about, but the thing is here, I've heard talk about him being sexually abused in jail, and all of those things, for doing nothing more than posting a few lines of text as a joke. People have done legitimate harm to others, yet they do not receive the horrible treatment that Justin Carter does. I'm sorry, but this really does bring up that there's a big problem in the justice system. And the people who keep this going really are just, you know, I do actually have to say here that it's an act of terror to keep this going against Justin Carter. It's demonstrably false, and I dare say here that the people who keep this guy, you know, locked up and keep him in these ridiculous trials are just really committing an act of terror against his family, the American people, and, you know, I'm pretty scared that this would spread to, that, you know, cases like this would spread to, you know, all over the United States and even to Australia. I mean, this really is just ridiculous on how they're continuing this, even though it's really been, you know, disputed. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. And it's a waste of money to throw this guy in jail for something that really, really is just so trivial that it's not worthy of a jail sentence. It'd be a different story if this guy had guns and plans. By all means, lock him in jail. But really, this is just, it's just ridiculous. I'm going to end the video here, let you guys come to your own conclusions, but I don't see this as even remotely just.